Hi, and I'm here to talk about rot. Here are the 5 R's of sustainability: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot, which is what I'll be talking about. Rotting is mainly about composting food scraps, which helps bring back to nature, completing the cycle and reducing waste. So when we ask what rot really means, we're actually talking about one of nature's most essential processes. It's really just composting, the intentional breakdown of organic materials. By transforming our food and yard waste into nutrient-rich soil, we are essentially mimicking the natural cycle of a forest. This process completes the loop by returning vital nutrients to the earth, creating a continuous cycle that not only benefits our own gardens, but supports the health of our entire planet. We see 4 major reasons why composting is vital for our environment. First, it keeps a massive amount of waste, up to 40% of what we throw away, out of landfills, which reduces pollution and prevents the release of methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Instead of sitting in a dump, that organic matter is transformed into nutrient-rich soil that strengthens our plants without the need for harmful chemical fertilizers. Plus, it saves you money on garden supplies and potentially lowering your trash bills, all while helping the planet heal. Let's look at what consists of a successful compost pile, which comes down to balancing your greens and your browns. On one side you have your wet, nitrogen-rich materials like fruit scraps, coffee grounds, and fresh grass clippings. On the other you have your dry, carbon-heavy items like dead leaves, cardboard, and sawdust. To keep the microorganisms working efficiently, you want to aim for the golden ratio, roughly 3 parts of that dry brown material for every 1 part of wet green waste. Now, as important as it is to know what goes into your compost, it's just as vital to understand what to leave out to keep your pile healthy. You'll want to avoid animal products and greasy foods like meat, dairy, and oils because they break down poorly and can attract unwanted pests. It's also crucial to keep out non-organic trash like plastics that won't decompose, as well as biological risks like diseased plants, pet waste, and seeding weeds, which can introduce harmful pathogens or unwanted growth back into your garden. By avoiding these items, you ensure your compost remains safe and effective for your soil. Let's walk through the actual mechanics of composting, which is a simple 5-step cycle. It starts right in your kitchen, where you collect daily scraps, which you then layer with dry leaves to build your pile. Remember to keep the browns at the bottom for drainage. You'll need to maintain the pile by turning it every week or two to let it breathe and keeping it moist like a damp sponge. If you stick to that routine, you just have to wait, and in about 2 to 6 months, nature will have done the heavy lifting, giving you finished compost ready for the garden. Common misconception is that you need a huge yard to compost, but as the slide shows, there really is a solution for every home. If you have the space, backyard bins or tumblers are classic options, but even if you're in an apartment, you can use a compact worm bin under your sink or take advantage of city pickup programs and local drop-off spots at farmers markets. Whether you have acres of land or just a small balcony, there's a composting method that fits your specific space and lifestyle. Let's look at some cool facts that really highlight the power of composting. First, it makes a huge environmental impact. By composting just 1 ton of food waste, we prevent nearly a ton of harmful gases from entering the atmosphere. That's equivalent to taking a car off the road for 6 months. It also directly benefits your home by cutting your trash by 30% and creating soil that retains moisture so well your plants will need 30% less water. All this work is powered by an incredible ecosystem where billions of microscopic organisms work tirelessly to turn your waste into a valuable resource. Composting really changes the way we look at trash, turning what we normally throw away into something that actually heals the planet. It's all about building a simple daily habit. Just keep a scrap bin in your kitchen so it becomes automatic. Pick a method that fits your lifestyle, whether that's backyard pile, vermicomposting, or a local pickup service, and then spread the word to your community. By sorting our scraps and encouraging others to join in, we're not just managing waste, we're actively creating valuable soil and protecting the earth together. That's all. Thanks for listening.